A very good morning, good afternoon from wherever you're watching us from. Karibu sana, this is K-Pop TV na kama kawaida I'm your host Zion San. Leo kwa show kama kawaida, I bring amazing guests. We are telling Kericho stories, people that are doing amazing stuff, people that are inspiring generations and creating opportunities for young people. That is what K-Pop is all about. Today on the show, kabla ni introduce my guests, I'd like to big up Sahara Gardens for giving us an opportunity, manze, to shoot this particular episode in their premises. Sahara Gardens is available for you guys when you want conferences, facilities, meals, team building activities. Yani, hii ni ile place manze, ukikam, unajibamba, food yao, services zao ni very amazing. So, on the show, I have one of the biggest event organizers, manze, in the country right now. K-Pop TV tunaleta wazito. So he's doing amazing stuff. He's employed a lot of young people. He's an entrepreneur. Lakini he has a whole story from family background all the way to his career achievements. Nataka sana tusikize story yake. Karibuni sana. This is K-Pop TV. I'm your host Zion San. Yes sir. Habari yako?
Nzuri sana Zion.
Karibu sana to the show, man.
Thank you my friend.
Sijataka kumention majina yako because I wanted you yourself to do the honors, the introduction, utuambie we ni nani, what you do, and yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here.
Karibu sana.
In your show.
Karibu kabisa.
I've always been admiring it.
Thanks, man.
So I'm happy to be part of it today.
Awesome. It's amazing to have you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so my names are Eliud. Ongweni, although most people call me Mor.
Yeah, nakuja kama Mor. I'm just like, hi, unaitwa Eliud. This is interesting.
Just because of the business.
Yes.
I think the brand has grown in such a manner until it has become my name also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So they call me Mor, although one of my daughters is also called Mor. I had to give her that name officially.
Okay.
So her she is Mor. That's her official name.
All right.
Yes.
So, Mor ilitoka wapi? What is it about Mor?
Mor is happiness.
Ah.
Yeah, it's happiness in Luo language.
Oh.
Yes. So
all right. Is it Spanish?
No, it's not Spanish. But,
okay.
Yeah, it sounds Spanish.
All right.
But that's what it is. And
okay.
When we were starting the company, we thought of a name which has got to do with happiness. Because we are dealing with events.
Yes.
So we thought about a Luya name, which was Sangala. Happiness is Sangala in Kiluya.
All right.
But we thought Mor was better because in terms of pronunciation, and as you say, it looks exotic, Spanish.
Yeah. Sort of. Yeah, sounds very exotic. Man.
Yeah, so that's how Mor came about.
All right.
Yes. So basically, as I've said, I'm Eliud, and I'm currently doing events management, but my background, I'm a mechanical engineer. Yeah, who was after college, I worked in several companies in Nairobi. Then I came to Kericho also, worked in the tea companies, namely Finlay's and Williamson Tea.
All right.
Before I jumped into the business full time.
All right.
So I've been in business for the last 12 years since I left formal employment. And in engineering, of course, mechanical engineering in Nairobi, I used to work in a steel fabrication company. When I came to Kericho now, it was basically factory and engineering work in the tea plantations.
Ah,
sure.
Interesting. Engineer.
I'm an engineer.
Okay. I haven't known you for a while. I can't picture that. You mean kuonanga tu na, with your business, malori hapa na matens, setup. Ukipeana orders hapa na pale,
sure.
Just in the business. So I'm trying to process that thought of you being an engineer, and I'm like, people really come from far.
Sure.
All right. Family, you talked of your daughter, so you're married.
Yes, I'm married to a lovely lady by the name Winnie.
All right.
We have got
shout out to you, Winnie. Hi.
Yes, 3 lovely children.
All right.
Edith, Edward, and Ella.
Some
people say we are the E family.
You're the E family. Yeah, interesting.
So those are my children.
All right.
Yes.
So pale kwa background kidogo, back in your ulizaliwa wapi? Where were you raised?
Actually, I'm a town born. I was born and brought up in Mombasa.
Oh,
most part of my early years was
Ukazaliwa wapi
Mombasa,
Mombasani ndugu yangu?
a place called Mukomani near the showground, for those who know Mombasa,
Okay.
for the Nyali Bridge.
All right.
Yeah, so I was there when I was born up to Form 1 before I came to Nairobi.
So you someared over there? Ulisomea huko?
Yes, I studied in Mombasa quite a bit, from nursery to Form 1, then Form 2 to Form 6 I was in Nairobi.
Oh.
Actually,
So you belong to the generation that
even
took
university, even university Nairobi. Yes. But actually I've spent 50% of my life Nairobi, Mombasa, 50% Kericho.
Oh.
Yes.
At what point did you come to Kericho after campus?
After campus, I worked in Nairobi briefly before coming to Kericho.
Okay.
So I've been in Kericho quite a while. 26 years, 27 years.
Oh. So that's in the early 90s, mid-90s.
Yeah, mid-90s when I came to Kericho. Yeah, we were the first graduates to be employed at Kericho.
All right. Interesting. So now you've worked, ulifanya kazi for how long in the formal employment?
Formal employment worked, I would say, about maybe 17 years, about. And now in business, about 12 years.
Kwani, how old are you, Mor? Okay. Because
you can
clearly,
do the maths. You can do the maths.
I do my deduction.
You can do the maths, but I'm not very old.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, yo, you feel like you are 80 when you unasema ni kama umefika 80. Experiences zako.
No, not really. That's a young man.
Yeah, because hey, what is the secret of having to do all those things within the age that
it's keeping fit.
Where
we meet with you at the gym.
Pale gym. Konanga for 30. By the way, for 30, this guy every single day ako pale ana lift weights, so it's very, very encouraging.
Keeping fit is important.
Sindio? Awesome. So
and reading also.
Na kusoma.
Yeah.
By the way, talking about masomo, you have an MBA, right?
Yes.
Talk to us about that and ulisomea wapi ukafanya like when was that and what did you major in?
Yeah, I did MBA some time back. Having been in business for quite a while, I thought I needed to get some knowledge on how to run my business well.
Yes.
So I decided to go for an MBA. That was back in 2013.
All right.
That was like 20 years after I'd finished my undergraduate.
Okay.
So I did my MBA in Strathmore University.
Strath.
Yeah, 2013, 2017 when I graduated. And I don't regret having been there.
Okay.
Because got very good networks at Strath. Many guys who go there are serious people.
Yes.
Most of them entrepreneurial thinking guys.
Okay.
So actually, apart from the degree, got very, very good network in terms of business and even professionals.
All right.
It's a place I would recommend.
I can only imagine.
Both undergraduate and master's level, and even PhD now.
Interesting. Yani, you are making, probably the money that people are looking for huku nje, but you decided, I'm going back to school. I mean, you've said, of course, you wanted to manage your business better, but, saa zingine business is about learning on the job and mastering it after some time. But you chose that you're going to go back to school. What was the motivation?
As I rightly put it, I thought that to take my business to another level, I needed to get more knowledge. Yeah? And also exposure in terms of networking.
Okay.
And Strathmore is one university which offers a practical MBA, unlike the others which are more theoretical.
Okay.
Because they use something called case methodology.
Okay.
Anything you learn in theory, you do a case study.
Okay.
Practical, real case study.
Okay.
So you tend to understand business aspects in details.
All right.
And practically.
Okay.
And further to that, also there's a lot of exposure because you travel a lot within the country and outside the country. It's part of the course. You have to travel out of the country.
All right.
To be exposed in terms of businesses, business principles, and the like.
All right.
Yes.
Very interesting. Unajua sisi mavijana saa zingine, once you have your hustle going on, there's a whole narrative of, your degree is not that important. What is important is what you make and how you live. What would you say? What would you tell young people concerning that?
Yeah, you know, they say that knowledge is everything. Even if all things were taken from you, if you have got that mindset, knowledge, something you can do. Even if you move from here, all your things have been stolen or burnt, you can move to another town, another country, and still use your knowledge to set up another business or even to acquire employment. So knowledge is really important. And when you say knowledge here, you need to go to school to learn. And learning is different from acquiring certificates. Unfortunately, in the country now, the issue is about getting certificates, getting A's. But the issue should be learning. And if I'm to go ahead, learning also is not about going to school alone. You can still learn at work. You can learn in life different ways.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, learning, you can learn through reading, even reading novels. You can learn by watching documentaries. You can learn by traveling.
Yes.
So long as your eyes are open, you are open-minded,
Yes.
you can learn.
Yeah.
So we need to tell the young people that we need to learn and learn seriously.
Yes.
Not cramming and reproducing, which is happening, which is very unfortunate.
Yeah. Regurgitating facts.
Yes, it doesn't help. It doesn't help. Yeah.
All right. Now let's come to your business. So you worked in employment, Pale Finlays for 17 years?
Finlay's 14 years, Williamson T 2 years.
2 years. What prompted you to now start your own business, and also considering that you are not in your area of study, you are not focusing on engineering, you are in the events industry. Why that, and what also prompted you to start?
Actually, what happened, this business was started when I was still working. And basically it was started, I started the business for my wife.
Oh.
Yeah, because she has done issues nutrition, catering. So we thought that it would be nice for us to start a business for her.
Okay.
And that was back in 2006.
All right.
So we're about 16 years old now. And we started that business. She was baking cakes and the like. Then we thought, let's buy a tent or two so that we can be hiring out, because they go hand in hand.
Yeah.
And that's how we started this business. So she ran the company from 2006 when I was in employment up to 2010 when I left. And my living, of course, is not that I wanted to leave employment, but as it happens, at times you
ulikuwa unaona pesa venye
yes,
nakunya hapa.
I went for greener pastures, but the greener pastures ended up being otherwise.
Okay.
So I just felt I was not comfortable in the company I joined after Finlay, so I decided to resign and quit.
Okay.
Look for another job. But I kept on looking for that other job until now. It is 12 years.
You still
So I just decided
Let
I
me
think this is
focus.
the way to go. So just
So you joined your wife and just focused on that.
Yeah, so the last 12 years we've been running the business together with my wife.
Awesome.
And I think I'm past employment. I think now it's me to employ young people.
Yeah, you have actually employed a couple of young people.
Sure.
I see your drivers, I see wale maboy wa mount tents, stage. Good job. You've really complemented the government's effort in employing young people. When it comes to entrepreneurship, though, there's a whole talk, a whole narrative of young people. You need to do this. You need to, establish, be business owners. Be employers, not employees. Be job creators and not job seekers.
Yes.
But the challenge with that is you are telling somebody who has no experience, who has no capital to start. You see. So it becomes very difficult for a young person in his 20s to start a business unless he has probably some funding from the family or whatever.
Yes.
In your case, it was easier to transition from employment because one, you had the experience for quite some time. Probably you had saved up a little up and a pale, so it was easier for you to transition into business. What would be your perspective about that? Do you encourage young people to start entrepreneurship, or you would recommend that they go through the process first of maybe employment and stuff like that?
Okay, thank you for that question. The truth of the matter is that employment now is not it's not available or as easy as during our time.
Yes.
I remember when I left university, I think I had like 3 or 4 job offers.
Wow.
So it was for me to choose which one I wanted to go. Government was taking us, private sector was taking us. Yeah, and I think we were just enjoying. Yeah, but now I know employment is a big issue, and everyone is talking about young people going into business. But the truth is, you cannot just start business if you don't have money, as you have said.
Yes.
You must start somewhere. And also, it's always good to get some experience, either in a small business setup or even in a big organization before you start your own business.
Yeah.
Because it is important for you to know at least some business principle, how to interact with people. And you can only get to know that if you work in a company, in a farm, or in a business. So it would be nice for them to start somewhere, but if you are to face reality, these jobs are not there.
Yeah.
What happens? Either someone can get this by offering to do internship for free, because many organizations would allow you that.
Yeah.
That's one way of young people sacrificing. And in terms of finance, always when you're starting a business, it's not easy for a bank to give you money.
Yeah.
So always you say you can either get money from your friends or family.
Yeah.
But for me, I was lucky because I was working, and I would really want to thank Ndege Chai Sacco, because that's the Sacco which gave us the first money for us to start a business.
Okay.
So we got our money from Ndege Chai Sacco and Cooperative Bank. So that's where we got the seed capital for our business.
Big up yourself, Ndege Chai. Nakuja ofisi zenu, tuje tuongee. You pay for this free advertising. But yeah, Ndege Chai is a very good organization. So I remember when I started also doing events, you were among the people that really supported me. You used to give me 10 seats for free. You know, I never used to pay anything because you believed in me. And Ndege Chai is also one of those organizations I visited and they were able to support. So I truly concur with, with what you're saying. So nataka sasa tukuje to focus kidogo na the actual business, but before we get there, utuambie how many young people have you employed, where is the scope of the business, those dynamics ya biashara yako. Nataka tuchukue break kidogo and then we come back and delve into that. Hiyo iko sawa?
Thank you.
Iko sawa, si ndio?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, so yeah guys, this is K-Pop TV. Don't touch that dial, manze. Change your channel. We'll be back in a moment with my guest on the show. By the way, if you have to let someone know about this show, anyone who runs a business definitely needs to watch this particular episode. Please let someone know, let someone watch, and remember to follow, subscribe, and like our pages. All right, see you in a bit. Don't you touch that dial.
Are you looking to promote your business through creative and effective advertising? Are you looking to associate your product with the fastest growing online television in Kericho and the entire South Rift? Then worry no more, because right here at K-Pop TV, we partner with business owners and corporates in order to ensure that information about their products and services can get to their targeted customers effectively. We offer services ranging from creative scripts, voiceovers, both audio and video production, music production, motion graphics, consultancy, and much more. Reach out to us today via 0728 124 828 and let us get your product or service on the move. K-Pop TV, all you need to know.
All right, welcome back guys to K-Pop TV. Karibuni sana. From that commercial break, I'm hanging out with, one of the best event organizers in the country, supplier, moja hatari sana, kazi anafanya vizuri. But before nirudi kwake, ningependa ku big up the Glam Parlor. The Glam Parlor manze, ukipitia pale, wanakuangalia pale kwa nywele. Nimeona guest wangu hapa akona kichanuo mahali, tengeneza tu nywele yake polepole. Nataka nikupeleke the Glam. Uende utengenezwe pale, pia wanakufanyia kama massage, unasikia vizuri, si ndio? So for all your hairdressing needs, yani urembo, pedicure, manicure, urembo yote unapitia pale the Glam Parlor, wanakushughulikia, unakuwa poa kabisa. The Glam inapatikana Bethany Building, next to Jega Electronics. Utapata kuna kijana wangu anaitwa Josh, na warembo watakuangalia mambo yako. All right, back to you Bwana Mor ama Mr. Eliud. So before we went on a break, we were discussing about, now the events business industry, the events industry, how it is, how you got in, vile ulianza, entrepreneurship and all that. So you started events services, supplying event materials in Kericho. Are you focusing on Kericho alone, in South Rift, in the entire country?
Thank you. Actually, our services, though Kericho is the base, we are operating beyond Kericho.
Okay.
Yeah, we do Nakuru, Kisumu, Busia, Londiani, Bomet. Let me say, basically the western region.
But then nimeona Baringo pia.
Baringo, and yeah. So I would say western region.
All
that
right.
would better describe the area we are covering.
All right.
Sure.
Do you have plans for expanding maybe, nationally?
For sure, not really.
Okay.
Many will be surprised.
Okay.
But as I
Why
told
though?
you, I read a lot. And I'm one fellow who believes that big is not great.
Okay.
Big is not great. So
nuggets, my
yeah,
guys.
so it's not necessary for you to expand so big beyond your control. You would want to have something you can manage so that you can serve a certain market niche and serve it well.
All right.
Yeah, I believe in quality as opposed to quantity.
All right.
Quality service
Okay.
as opposed to quantity.
Okay.
So the problem is with expanding so much, the logistics, and also having people who can share the same vision. Many people are not committed. I'm sorry to say, but many Kenyans are not committed, and that's where young people need to change the attitude.
Actually, that was going to be my next question. Some of the challenges you go through as a business entrepreneur starting out and also placing Yuko Sai. Please carry on.
Yeah, so the problem with too much expansion, most of the time leads to failure. That's my belief. Yeah, and the reason is that many people, you find that the vision which the founder has, not many have. As much as you're told you should share the vision with others,
yes,
you might share, but people will not pick the vision very easily.
Yeah.
So I would rather prefer I run a business which will be within our control,
okay,
as opposed to make it so big.
All right.
And at the end of it, not to have satisfied customers. We want our customers to be satisfied so that we can have many repeat customers, because service industry, especially events, is about repeat customers. It's about word of mouth. So we want to serve people very well so that we can have more business in form of repeat customers.
All right.
Yeah, and as they say, big business or a lot of money. What is a lot of money?
Yeah.
No, it is relative.
True.
Yeah, and to me, I think we have to be contented with what we have.
Okay.
We must appreciate what we have, not every time wanting more and more and more and more. Can we just serve our customers well? Get what, so long as you have your basics.
Okay.
Anything extra is okay. You don't need to have a lot of money.
Okay.
And after all, what is a lot of money?
Exactly.
A lot of money to me might not be a lot of money to you.
Exactly.
Might not be a lot of money to someone else.
To the other person.
So here the issue is that if you can live a decent life, that is okay.
All right.
Yeah.
The challenges now, when you were starting out, what are some of the challenges you faced? And mpaka penye huko sai pia, what are some of the challenges that unakaa hivi unasema I wish this would be sorted?
Yeah, challenges, of course, now when you started, things were very easy and very smooth running.
Yes.
Because at some stage, I think when I started business, we were like 2 or 3 players in events
in the industry
back in 16 years ago.
Yes.
But now we've got so many players in. So many young people have come in who can really run up and down.
Okay.
And some of us are getting
older.
older. So
compare.
Yeah, compare is very high as compared to some years ago.
Okay.
Of course, we have to strategize and see how we can survive.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So those are some of the strategies we have. Of course, I can't put them on air because that is a
boardroom affair.
Yeah, but what is happening is, of course, with the current business environment, we need to do a lot of marketing, especially online, to counter this competition, so that we ensure that we maintain our customers.
All right.
Yeah, but the key thing, of course, is good service. It's
Yes.
better than advertisement. You can do a lot of advertisement,
Quality.
but if your work is not right,
Mhm.
you won't have customers.
That's true.
Because there are so many people who are doing online advertisement. They're using other people's photos.
Mhm.
This is what is happening now with many young people.
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
unfortunately.
Yeah, they're taking photos from someone else and they claim to be theirs.
Mhm.
So then they get the customer. But when it comes to delivering the actual service,
They can't.
they fail the customer. So
Mm.
basically, the big challenge is that competition.
Mhm.
And even now, most of the modern business equipments,
Mhm.
they have to be imported.
Mhm.
And as you know, all of you know that importing anything in Kenya now is just
The taxation
disaster.
is.
The taxation is so high, import
Mhm.
duty.
Mhm.
So that's another big challenge.
Okay.
And also getting money, if you want to do that, you have to go to financials like banks,
Mhm.
which again now everyone is trying to
Interest
stay with their
rates.
king. It's not easy for them to give out money.
Okay.
Getting money now is
It's
becoming
tough,
hard.
you know. Mhm.
So the thing is that use what you have, use
Mhm.
it well to
Mhm.
make your customers happy,
All right.
so that you can survive.
Mm.
Yes.
Okay. If
The other challenge, maybe
Mhm.
sorry, the other challenge is having dedicated staff. That's
Yes.
another very big thing.
Uh-huh.
Many young people or employees are
Mhm.
not trustworthy.
Okay.
So currently, so many businesses, not only events, but
Mhm.
many businesses are having it hard
Mhm.
to have trusted employees.
Mhm.
And I always tell young people, if you can work for me so well, or can work for a business so well,
Mhm.
you are preparing yourself for your own future, because it will help you.
Mhm.
But if you are untrustworthy, if you can't be disciplined
Yes.
when you're working for someone else, there's no way you will start your own business.
That's true.
So the thing here is that we then encourage young people to
Mhm.
try to be trustworthy, to be disciplined,
Mhm.
yeah, and
Mhm.
do more than what they are paid for.
Yes.
And this will be for their own benefit,
Mhm.
not for me.
Okay.
Sure.
Nuggets, nuggets. Ah, I can see why the gray hair is popping. All right. So, going into the future, then, what are some of the plans that, where do you foresee the whole, service industry going? I know right now there's a lot of, technology influence, tech influence in your industry.
Sure.
In terms of automated machines or gear that facilitates that. What do you foresee yourself?
Yeah, sure. Maybe just to add, technology has come to improve business, but at the same, it's also a challenge also,
Mm-hmm.
such that I would give an example. For example, the graduations, the universities, those used to be big business for events people.
Yeah.
But nowadays, you realize that most of those guys are doing it online,
Yeah.
courtesy to COVID. I
Mm-hmm.
think if I'm to add that, COVID brought in something else,
Okay.
which was sort of disadvantageous to the events people
Mm-hmm.
and advantageous to others.
Mm-hmm.
But as you have rightly put it, we need to re-strategize
Mm-hmm.
and try to use that
Mm-hmm.
technology. We
Yes.
should change with the times.
Yeah.
So maybe it's high time for event organizers like us also to go
Mm-hmm.
into the technology space.
All right.
For example, trying to offer the online web services
Mm-hmm.
or streaming.
Yes.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
we need to go more into that, because that's the area where people are moving into.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the only way to survive. So in a small way, we are trying
Mm-hmm.
to come in.
Mm-hmm.
But as we said, of course, there are challenges of technology, the equipments being imported,
Yeah.
they're expensive, but slowly by slowly, anything you want
Yes.
to do, of course, you have to start slowly.
Mm-hmm.
There is no way. Rome was not built in a day. You have
Mm-hmm.
to do step by step, and of course, using the right professionals.
Yeah.
And that's where the young people come in, because
Mm-hmm.
many of the IT savvy people are the young people.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
The techno-savvy guys.
Sure.
I don't know. You talk of importation, and I look at this country and the kind of potential that our young people have. Guys can actually do some of this. They can make some of this gear. For example, you look at nowadays we have these trucks. For example, there's a truck that was acquired by a certain church. That it's a moving truck, but it stops and it opens up, and there's a whole stage, there's a whole sound system, there are screens everywhere. It's an inbuilt, multi-purpose kind of a system, and I'm looking at that. That is basically technology.
Sure.
I'm looking at our young people, the way our Mulot boys and the rest of the guys in the tech world. If we were able to harness that particular potential and invest in the industry, you get, so that we give our young people, the raw materials that they need, they know how to make some of these things. For example, the stage. Nowadays, I'm looking at if you're doing a stage, a big stage, going into the future, you might not be doing the cumbersome stage where you set boards one by one.
Sure.
It must be automated, where you just
Press
you
a
know
button and it
yes,
opens.
press a button and everything just opens up na uko sawa. Well, what do you think the government needs to do along those lines? What would you influence? What would
Yeah,
you
of
speak
course, as you have said,
concerning that?
whenever we're dealing with technology, and yes, we appreciate that most of these things are coming from the government.
Yes.
First, of course, the government need to give us incentive by not putting very heavy taxes, import duties on these equipment,
Yes.
so they can come in at affordable rate.
Mm-hmm.
And if you employ people, of course, they'll get taxes from the employees
Yes.
in form of income tax.
Mm-hmm.
And also these equipment, once they are in, when businesses are using them, of course, we have the VATs
Yes.
and other taxes which organizations pay, statutory taxes,
Mm-hmm.
statutory deductions.
Yes.
So the government should look just beyond the initial amount of money from the port.
Yeah.
They should look at the bigger picture,
Yes.
the amount of money they'll
The
get once
ripple
this
effect.
equipment, the ripple effect, which is even better.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that is sustainable, it is long term, as opposed to
Yeah.
this one-time import
Yeah.
cost.
Taxing pale mtu mmoja, you
Yes.
tax the one person who is importing,
Very
and
true.
it's very heavy.
And also, of course, as you said, also we need to have many institutions which are teaching the young people technology,
Yeah.
which I think they are trying.
Okay.
I think they are trying. Yeah, the government is trying.
All right. Sawa. So for your business now, how many people have you employed?
Yeah, I think we've got about 15 people who are permanent.
Ah.
These are drivers. We've got temporary drivers. We've got decorator. We've got the field staff who set up the tents. Those are the majority. We've got supervisors. We've got operations manager. So we total up about actually 12 people. Then depending on work, we employ so many casuals. We can have even on a weekend as high as 20 young men. Yeah, who come maybe whenever we have a big event. Like now, we have a very big event running in Londiani today.
All right.
So for the last 3 days, we have been having a big team of young men. So I would say I'm happy to be contributing positively.
Hey, the government needs to buy you coffee.
Yeah,
The
sure.
government needs to sit down with you
I
and
wish
buy
they
you coffee.
could.
Yeah, hustler, Mr. Ruto. I hope you're watching this. Okay. So we've talked about the challenges. We've talked about where you are. Where are your offices located? It's just in
Yes,
case a
our
client
offices
wants
are
to.
on the Gechai building, second floor.
Mm-hmm.
And also we've got another small office at our site, store where we keep our tents. That's behind Toyota Kericho.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right. A number that people can maybe call just in
Sure.
case they
You
want
can,
to.
if you want to reach us, we've got two numbers: 0722 846 255
All right.
and 0722 800 121.
Awesome. Awesome. Guys, make those phone calls just in case you are in need of this particular service. I assure you, they are the best in the game. Nimeona stage yenu, nimeona red carpets pale. Siku ile Ruto alikuwa area, juzi Gashago alikuwa around. You guys have been serving the national government, bana.
Sure.
Hey, you are everywhere. Which are some of the other organizations that you've worked with?
I think we have served almost all organizations around here. We've served Ketepa, Finlays, Unilever,
Yes.
Kewasco.
Ah.
Name them. You said when it used to be here, I think they relocated. When you go to churches, AGC, SEK, Holy Trinity.
All right.
Yeah, schools, many schools, we are serving them
Okay.
around here.
Universities.
Hotels. Yeah, universities. We are the main guys who do graduations for Kabianto University. Until when they just changed post-COVID.
Okay.
But we're still doing it in a small way.
All right.
And Kenya Highlands University. So we are almost. We have got so many customers. When you go to hotels, Sahara here where we are, these are our clients. Saramek, Praise Place, Hills Country, all of them.
You guys, yani
Sure.
mko kila mahali.
Yeah, Wayside.
Hey. Okay. Big shout out to you, man. To Mor Events. You guys are doing an amazing job. And I think, from us, we can always wish you the best. And it's always a pleasure when you have new people, coming to share your story and inspiring the younger generation, or even someone who could be thinking of quitting, in terms of business. And maybe before, I let you go, because I know our time is well spent. What would be your parting shot to entrepreneurs and also young people that want to get into business?
Yeah, sure. That's a good one.
Mhm.
Business is not easy,
Yes.
neither is it hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I always tell people there's nothing hard, nothing easy in this world.
Yes.
Everything, if you want to do it, you need commitment.
Yes.
Yeah, especially business, you need to be committed,
Mm-hmm.
you need to be focused,
Yes.
and also persistence
Mm-hmm.
and consistency.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
always think about your customer.
Yes.
When you are serving your customer,
Mhm.
put your position in that customer.
Yes.
Would you as a customer
Mhm.
love this setup
Yes.
in terms of cleanliness,
Mhm.
in terms of time delivery? Have you delivered on time?
Mhm.
If the customer expected the tent to be up by 2 p.m.,
Mm-hmm.
have you met the time?
Okay.
And the best way I always tell people is to under promise and over deliver.
Mm.
Yeah, the
Okay.
customer wants it at 2 p.m., make sure it is ready by 12.
Mm.
That's the only way.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome. So before nikuachilie now, you are from Kericho. There has been a lot of things that have been happening within Kericho. You've worked in Finlays before. There has been a story, an expose around what happened there, the kind of exploitation that happens in the business. What would be your word and what would be your concern? Ama, what would be your response and reaction to that?
Sure, that was a very unfortunate story.
Yes.
I saw it, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And what I would say is that for sure it's beyond us.
Mm-hmm.
Now that case, of course, is to be handled by the government.
Mm-hmm.
It's unfortunate that it's tainting the name of the organizations, which
Mhm.
some of us hold very dear,
Mm-hmm.
like Finlays.
Mm-hmm.
But actions of 2 or 3 people
Yeah.
should not mess a whole organization which is assisting the
Mhm.
whole community.
Yeah.
So I think it is unfortunate. I won't say much, but it was not a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
And we just hope that those who are
Implicated. Mhm.
should be treated according to the law.
Mhm.
We can't condemn them. We can't say anything.
Mhm.
I think let it be handled by the necessary
Authorities.
machinery
Mhm.
in the government and also
Mhm.
the organizations.
Mm.
But it is something which has tainted the whole of our county.
Mhm.
Kericho, it's Kericho.
Mhm.
And we just pray that it
I mean,
ends
you were
well.
trending on
and
Twitter.
Sure.
Mhm.
So we're just hoping that everything will end well,
Mhm.
and those people who feel aggrieved
Mhm.
will follow the right channel
Mhm.
to so that it can be addressed.
Okay.
Sure.
Awesome. So now, quick fire. I want to quick fire. Now you can relax. Are you a fan of football? I'm a athletics. Which sport do you enjoy?
I would say football.
Football. Eh?
Yeah, sure.
Wewe ni fan wa timu gani? English Premier League na pia
I've got 2,
KPL.
one Spanish and English.
EPL. Okay. Na Kenya local.
Kenya locally FC Leopard.
Yeah. when you are from Western, definitely it has to be FC.
Yeah, so
Okay.
FC Leopard, then EPL, Chelsea.
When
Chelsea
muna
forever. I
struggle.
don't change.
Muna
I
struggle.
don't change. I know people
You
always
people need
move.
to change the coach.
No. Then of course Spanish Barcelona.
When mtu wa Barca.
I love Barcelona because I've been to Barcelona. I've been to Camp Nou.
Okay.
And actually, it really made me feel like I'm part of Barcelona itself.
You don't say. Mtu wangu. All right. Sawa.
Sure.
Which is that one thing that you will never get out of the house without?
My laptop.
Your laptop.
Yeah. Even when I'm traveling to Mombasa, even on holiday, I just carry my laptop.
You carry your laptop. Okay. Sasa kuna options mbili hapa. Would you rather have water in the kitchen or water in the bathroom? Sai naijua, unajua water rationing, venye kuko. Which one would you?
I know it is tough, but better kitchen.
Yeah.
Because it is life. I can get water to wash later. But in the kitchen, it is life. It will make me have energy to go look for water to shower.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sawa. In terms of wewe unakuanga gym, si ndio?
Yes.
Na kuonanga 4 am huko tu pale una sweat kweli kweli. Weight ama cardio?
Wait.
Eh.
Yeah.
Wait. At your age.
Yeah, it's a good thing, eh? But of course, as you do weights also, it pushes you. So to a certain extent, also, there's some form of cardio by lifting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So a phone call or an SMS if somebody wants to get in touch with you.
Phone call.
Phone call, eh?
Yeah.
Okay. Sawa. I think wacha tuachie hapo.
Sure.
Sindio?
Thank you.
But it's been amazing, Manze. Thank you for coming through to our show. Thank you for the support that you've accorded us all through. We truly appreciate. And thank you for just according us your time and being patient with us. Asante sana.
Thank you, Zion.
We hope we'll see you again some other time. Whenever I need you, takuwa na make you phone call, Manze. Sindio?
Sure.
Otherwise, thank you so much for coming through. It's been a pleasure. We wish you all the best.
Thank you. Wish you all the best.
All right. So, guys, it's been an amazing time with Mr. Mor himself, Mr. Eliud from Mor Events. They are doing an amazing job. From my end, from the rest of the team at K-Pop TV, I'd like to big up the rest of the team. Na pia kuwashukuru nyinyi wote manze. Thanks for subscribing and following and commenting on our shows. Please, we do need that support, guys. Muendelee kutu support, and I know we are going to grow bigger and bigger and bigger. I'd like to big up our camera guys. Thank you, director Hila from H2 Videos, manze, doing an amazing job. Shout out manze kina Hank for coming through with the audio. Tunashukuru sana. So from my end, Zion San, nashukuru sana for everything. It's a wrap. We are out. Don't touch that dial, but leave a comment, follow, subscribe. Mungu atubariki zaidi, au sio? Peace.